Peace, family. Been a while since I've gone live, family. So I'm just checking in on you all, checking to see how everybody's doing. Everyone, come on in. Okay, here we go. Come on in, man. Come on in, everyone. Questions? You got questions? You want answers? You got opinions? You want to chat? Let's have a chat. Let's have a talk. It's been a while since I've gone live because normally the gremlins come. How you doing, Liam Hennessy? A daily dose of how it is. How is it? As a matter of fact, how is it? You know, let us know. Let everyone know. Everyone coming in and grab a drink, grab a biscuit. How you doing, Cam Murphy? Who else in there? Thor C. How you doing? Sun Raw, Wandering Wolf. How is everyone doing? Come on in. Come on, let's have a chat. Let's have a talk. Let's chop it up. Let me know what's going on with the fam. You know, what's going on with the subscriber base? Going on with the people out there. Got arrested. I'm good. Got arrested. I'm good, man. Mr. Marsh, how you doing? On the school run. Okay, Mr. Marsh, cool, no problem. Laraz F, how you doing? Robert White, what's good? Thor says, love the repost videos. Yeah, I thought I'd chop up some of the old debates, you know, and then just repost them. So I know a lot of people like the debates, so I thought to myself, yeah, why not? Just repost some little snippets, little like 10-minute snippets, you know, give people like a little taste of, you know, what I used to do down at Speaker's Corner. You know, the kind of stuff that got people really scared. Watching me, not watching you. How you doing? Been liking them, bruv, says Zulu Rebel. Thank you very much. Like them, share them. You know, get people to subscribe, like, share, subscribe, do the whole thing. I've put all my social medias on there, so follow me on all the social medias, whether it be Insta or Twitter. That's the one. So yeah, do that. You know, I'm glad you guys are liking it. It's very interesting though, isn't it? Seeing the mind frame of religious people, specifically, you know, Muslims who I was debating. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Boudreau, how you doing? Apostate Legion of Charles Muhammad, how you doing? I thought might say there's a God. It's a completely unimportant question. For there's no defined answer. Why do you concentrate on? Hang on. My thought today is that is there a God is completely unimportant question. Okay, for there is no definite answer. Correct. I agree. Brahim, how you doing? Mikhail K, I'm having a good day. It's going all right. Think the guy in Speaker's Corner had a crush on you. Says wondering. Of course, he's a homosexual. Respect, Shara Vanessa. How you doing? You swap the range for a van. Listen, man, don't worry about the cars, man. I'm dipping in and out of life. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta move correctly in this life. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You just gotta move correctly. Having a chill day, mate. Okay, cool. Yeah, I believe that. What did she say? He said, it's an unimportant question. Mikhail K said the range suits you. Thank you. What was I saying now? Yeah, is God important? Or is it an important question? Is there a God? I guess it's an assertion. Do you know what I mean? God is an assertion. It's an assumption. It's a claim. And so, yeah, I guess, you know, I could say that does a blue dragon exist? Do you know what I mean? Mr. Marshall, what is my channel about? Say, could you mind giving me a very quick summary of what your channel is about, who you are, and what you do? Because I enjoy watching videos, but don't know much about you. All right, Mr. Marsh, let's go. Right, so I was a debater at a place called London Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park, every Sunday. Used to debate religion and things of that nature, politics, black history, African-centered thought, etc., etc. And I kind of did that for about three and a half years. So it kind of, you know, collectively now, I think all my debates at Speaker's Corner have reached like 5 million views. I didn't know it was going to reach 5 million views. But what happened is that it was such an organic experience. I was at Speaker's Corner before there were even cameras around, and then everyone got their cameras out, and I was like, all right, cool, film. And then now I have I've branched out into my own talk shows, where I get guests on, interview them by the likes of Tommy Robinson, Lee Jasper, Armin Navabi, Sargon of Akkad. We got a couple coming up as well. Then I got my other talk show called The Black Opinion. And yeah, then I just have like my daily thoughts about certain things that I normally just rant about, and you know, people like or dislike. Have you ever thought of becoming a politician since got arrested? I wouldn't become a politician. Actually, do you know what? Let me not say that. If I created my own party, maybe yeah, or was part of a party that I was that had my best interests at heart, then maybe yeah. I shouldn't say never say never. But if people want me to join either party right now, ain't gonna happen. Okay, ain't gonna happen. I want to be king of my own shit. I don't want to be in on somebody else's shit, you know, trying to work my way to the top. It's just not me. That is it's just not me. Okay, it's not me, you know. A lot of people like to, you know, try and slide into other people's parties and try and work their way up. It's just not me. Seb says, what are your opinions on multiculturalism? Without Islam, would it be successful in your opinion? Multiculturalism to me has failed. You cannot throw a bunch of people together from totally different cultures, totally different ways of life, and just expect them to get along. Especially when you think they're better than other people. It's stupid. People have a feeling like the only way multiculturalism would work is if there was a unified code of conduct between all the cultures that said, okay, cool, our codes of conduct, and we're not going to break them for one another, regardless of the other things that we hold dear. So, yeah, that's how multiculturalism would work. I thought the UK was checking out of what? I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. Let me try and get to people's stuff. What party would you stand for? I wouldn't stand for any. Do you remember me from outside Buckingham Palace at the traffic light? It says 413. Oh, that was you. Okay, yeah, I remember. That was like last year, right? Your Tommy video was amazing. Yeah, thank you very much. What they don't realize is that you can say there are signs of being a god, but actually believe that. But yeah, it's a leap of faith. It's true. I agree. Ibrahim. What's the next one? Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be coming out of Europe, says Dave Dodge, but you know, it's taking its time. Lunch break done. No, it's actually not done. It's actually not done yet. We've been tolerant as heck. The most beautiful in the world. Everyone wants to come here, right? Give the video some more likes, says Thorsey. The thing is with tolerance, right? The thing is with tolerance is that, do you know what I tolerate? Pigeons. I don't like them, but I tolerate them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a pigeon, isn't it? I don't like it, but I'm not going to run around trying to kill pigeons. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, they're there, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like, I tolerate them, but I still don't like pigeons. Because that's the thing about this word toleration. Like, toleration's an interesting word to me because people can tolerate things and still not like things. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like, I don't know about the word toleration. I'm in two minds. Islam isn't the problem. White supremacy is a problem. B1. Do you know what's so funny? For me, supremacy is the problem. in any way, shape or form. Any type of supremacy to me is a problem. And so if you think you're better than somebody based off of a race, based off of a religion, based off of a political party, based off of anything, it's going to be a problem. Do you know what I mean? So supremacy is the problem. Not white supremacy, not religious supremacy, not black supremacy, just the actual ideology that you are better than someone. Supremacy is a problem. If you think you're better than me, bro, let me say it to you, right? We're going to have a real problem. And then when I point out the supremacy or the arrogance and egotistical shit that you bring because of your supremacy, don't get pissed off at me, because I'm just pointing out the supremacy. Whether it be white, whether it be religious, whether it be anything, supremacy is the problem. Supremacy is a problem, says Patrick Lapointe. Although to my head, just don't ever think of pigeons. Okay, don't know about that. Pigeons have a right to be whatever they want. Oh gosh, tolerance is a paradox. To be tolerant, you have to be intolerant of the intolerant. Exactly. Supremacy is rife within Islam. Well, Islam is a supremacist ideology, so yeah, of course. There can only one supremacy. Look up the word yesterday. Sorry, I'm odd. I don't sexual. Do you know we are all the same, says Popeye Doyle. We are all human beings. However, this is what we must realize, and this is where the culture clash comes into focus. All cultures aren't the same. You see, while all human beings are the same, not all cultures are the same. Oh, have I lost connection? Yeah, so all cultures are not the same, and so you have a culture clash, and you bleed blood just like I bleed blood. Do you know what I mean? But doesn't mean that we're going to get along. We have totally different cultures. Your culture could want to dominate my culture. It's not going to be good, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Dr. Killer Master's in the building. It's really weird that people think that just because we're all human, we should all get along. No, it's not going to work. Cultures are different, man. Like my culture, like I said, if you're talking about Islam in the chat, like my culture is not compatible with Islam. So just culture, like, yes, Muslims are human beings. Yes, Islam, is a different culture from mine, but doesn't mean I'm going to get along with people just because they're human beings. Their culture is totally fucking crazy to me. So I ain't going to get along with that shit. And it's just that simple. Sarah, do us blacks hate each other? We do us blacks hate each other? A question. Do you mean why do blacks hate each other? Why do a lot of people turn to Islam in prison? Because Islam runs the prison systems out here. Did you not know? Islam runs the prison systems. That's why. It's easier to get along in prison if you turn Muslim. I'm just telling you, man. If you realize how the prison systems are in the UK, you probably turn Muslim too. What's next? Gremlins. Oh, the Gremlins are in. Facts here and in the US. Okay. Haha, brutal honesty. Love it. What's going on? Am I still connected, folks? Are the Gremlins in? Beyond the imaginary curve, yo. It's Marcus. Marcus is Dr. Killer Marcel. Marcus Loveless. That's right. My co-host on The Black Opinion is Dr. Killer Marcel. What happened to the Beamer? Looks like I'm driving what I want to drive. Online wipe. I'm driving what I want to drive today, mate. Connection good. Do you like the BVM? What's the BVM? Wandering Wolf. Any views on Brexit? Apologies for petition. Oh my gosh, Liam Hennessy, you need to go for my video, see my views on Brexit, man. Come on. 413. Why don't blacks get along and unite? Contrary to popular belief, not all blacks have the same culture. Not all black people have the same culture. Just like not all Europeans have the same culture. my whole argument with black people getting along is the same thing like I spoke before, a unified code. I don't have to agree with you, but if you're all on the continent of Africa, you're all gonna have to find a way in which to get along. Do you know what I mean? We're all gonna have to find a which way to trade with one another, help one another out, because the continent is everyone's. Do you know what I'm saying? But we don't have to always unite and say, oh yeah, you know, we're always going to be unified in everything that we do. No continent is well, unless it's like a monolith, is like united in everything that it does. However, like I said, when it comes to Pan-Africanism, you have to have a unified code between all the African countries. It just has to happen. You know, I'm not asking every single African in the world, every single black person in the world to get along. It's just not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I think some of them are pussy holes. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that I want to kill you or maim you and, you know, enslave you and shit. Do you know what I'm saying? But there has to be some kind of mental, there has to be some kind of conscious decision to say, you know what, this is what's best for black people. Let me put my emotions aside, yeah, and say, oh yeah, but you know, they're Caribbeans and oh, they're Nigerians and they're Jamaican. Like, put that shit aside, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And learn that everyone generally needs to have a better life, and if you can all work together, you know, probably be best for you. You're probably best in the long run, if I'm totally honest with you. Black Van Man. Who's Black Van Man? People keep talking about this Black Van Man. Who is he? So, thanks, Sarah, for answering my question. Good answer. I believe Sikhs are the best example of integration. Islam has failed to integrate into the West. All right, people, have a nice day from a level-headed Muslim, says Wee Brahim. Okay. Whoop. Sarah, is Respect your nephew? No, Respect is not my nephew. I know that motherfucker ain't my family. Oh, do you think UK will still leave the EU on the 31st? Ooh, that's a question. Now that is a question. The UK is supposed to leave. I mean, they're supposed to. Whether or not it's going to happen, I can't call it if I'm totally honest. My channel is doubled. My channel is doubled daily. Okay. LOLO says right reaction. How you doing? There must be some fundamental manuals that all black people can agree on as a philosophy, Bill of Rights, not based on religion. Exactly. I totally agree. The NREAB. And we are all the same colour inside. I agree. Are you a fan of Muhammad Ali despite being Muslim? He was misguided or lied to, said John O'Sullivan. Muhammad Ali was a great man regardless of his religion. I don't think it was Muhammad Ali's religion that made him a good boxer, you know. And I think he was a very free-thinking man. And you've also got to put it into context as the time that he was in. Like, if black people at that time weren't Christian, they were going to be Muslim. Do you know what I mean? Like, there weren't many options for black people, you know, back then. So he turned Muslim, and, you know, it is what it is. I don't believe Abrahamic religions make sense. I don't believe Abrahamic religions are meant for black people. But that's just my personal view. Muhammad Ali was still a great man, though. I can separate a man or a person from their ideology. You see, I can say Islam is bullshit. Also say Muhammad Ali was a great man. I've got cousins who are Muslim. I've got cousins who are Christians. I've got all kinds of aunts and uncles who are religious. And I love them to death. But I think their ideology is bullshit, though. Do you know what I mean? When you can have respect to the Morpheus chair. How about never? We are going backwards. No dogs, no blacks, no Irish. Are we? Just wanted to say hi, man. Love your video, said Luke Andrews. How you doing, Luke Andrews? Sarah, do you think sports has helped better the relationship between colours? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's also given people a false sense of what people are capable of as well. Like, black people can only do sports or some shit. It's like, no. Like, we can do sports, but we can also do other things. We can be fucking scientists too, do you know what I mean? We can be architects, we can be bloody lawyers, we can be judges, do you know what I mean? But I think, like, sports has given people a false sense of what black people particularly can be. What's your occupation? Sarah says, let's look at my occupation is getting on people's nerves. That's my occupation. Were your ancestors from Ghana? Some of them. some of them. Your conditions from a child by your environment. Don't understand that, Popeye Doyle. I don't understand what you just meant. You have to take is 6% of the world is up to 20 years ago. The Quran was about actually got translated. Really? Okay. You speak in my mind, Sarah. Thank you very much, Afro Niger. My best mate is black. I don't see him play different to me. Okay. What do you think will happen to God bothers if aliens turn up? God believers, I'm guessing, and aliens turn up. I guess that will throw a spanner in the works. 413, Sarah, what's your goal within the next few years? I'll let you know. As a matter of fact, you're just going to have to wait and see. You're going to have to see. You have to see it all take shape. Hey, Sarah, you left Ali D and the big fella Muhammad Hijab at the starting line of the at the starting line at Speaker's Corner the other day. Yeah, I know it was an interesting debate. I mean, what's that? That's over 2 years ago now, that debate. But it's a classic, which is why I posted it. It's a classic. It really is a classic, and it kind of shows in that debate how pseudo-intellectual Muhammad Hijab is, and probably how homosexual he is too, and also how much of a brain Ali doesn't have. You have to understand with that Muhammad Hijab, like, he can't come out of the closet, you know, because he's literally inside an ideology that will like throw him off of the top of the building. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand the battle that he has inside himself. Like, I understand why he wouldn't come out. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like, we're gonna come out to people just gonna like, just it's over for you, bro. Do you know what I mean? So he's got to stay in there. But the thing is, the suspect behavior is just crazy. Oh wow, I don't know who that is, but ouch. Yeah, it is what it is, though. Do you know what I mean? Plus, you know, we've spoken to some of his ex-teachers, so we know he's doing he leads a very interesting life. Okay, let's just say, if his Ummah knew the life that he lived, yeah, I'm just all I'm saying. Why do you think hijab is homosexual? Oh gosh. I don't like speaking about people too much, if I'm totally honest. Let's speak about things. He touched you lovingly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are liking the debates though. I'm gonna cut up some more for you. I'm gonna chop up some more debates and have them out on the channels maybe every couple days or every day or so. You know, some of the stuff that I think, you know, I made a point on, etc., etc. So I'm going to cut those up. And also, I'm just trying to find time to do the next Sarah Meets. We lined up a few people for the next ones. Actually lined up a celebrity, as a matter of fact. But it's just about finding time. You know, people got busy schedules and that. So I'm not going to speak too much on it. But yeah, things are coming, folks. Things are coming. And where is Gary? Gary is doing business. People asked about Big Bro too. Big Bro's not even in the country. He's away on business as well. So, you know, people doing shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, people got lives to live and stuff. Sorry, friend. I have followed Hijab Ali and they are both more for camera shots than debating. Yeah, I'd probably agree. Good to see Callum back at the corner. Yeah, Callum was back at the corner, wasn't he? Mikhail said, do you still do acting? Sometimes I act a fool. But yeah, I might do some in the future also, because I've written some stuff. And me and Adonika are talking about shooting some stuff. So yeah, we might do some acting. Boom, 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 boom. What else are we saying? Thanks for answering my question. Appreciate the answer on separating the individual from the religion, says John O'Sullivan. No problem. Alpha male. Big bro, please. Is food involved? If so, meet me. Yeah. Do you think we will ever get to the bottom of knowing of how the universe is created? We may do. We may do. a million years from now, I don't know, but you know, we may do. Do you think black should end throughout Chinese, Africans, militaries? Just away. He's away at them before. But yeah, he's good, man. Is the universe incomprehensible? Probably. Religion is ideology. Much as I try to separate the pair, they're kind of intertwined. They are, because what happens when you critique a belief, Enoch? You can critique a belief, and the person holds to that belief gets offended and starts to defend it. I'm like, I'm not even talking to you though. I'm actually critiquing the belief. No, but you're talking about my God. You're talking about my religion. You're talking about my this, my that. I was like, all right, fine. You've taken it on, but I've said to people, listen, your religion, your ideology could change tomorrow. It could change tomorrow. I know Muslims that have become Christian. I know Christians that have become Muslim. I know Muslims that have become Hebrews. So why you're getting so bent out of shape about this don't make no sense, because it's all subjectivity, and you could literally change your shit tomorrow. I don't know if you will, but you could. It's a possibility. So just chill the fuck out. You know, just chill the fuck out. Is Jedi still debating Speaker's Corner? I don't know, man. I don't know anything about Jedi, and I'm not even at Speaker's Corner anymore. Can we know the full context, the full extent of our existence when we are part of the effect? Good question. Have you read The Madness Club by Douglas Murray? No. I'm trying to get Douglas Murray on Sarah Meets, actually. King. Just wait for the, just wait. It's coming. Just wait, it's coming. But in between time, you can donate to the PayPal if you like. Put some money in my pocket, let me pay the bills, you know. To tell the truth, a Doink Vision who shoots my shit is a very good videographer, and he demands money. So yeah, if you want to help to that cause, by all means, please donate to the PayPal. Thanks for the flashback, Sarah, from Speaker's Corner. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Sounds like you need a PA. I do, so Trill. I do need a PA, man. Douglas Murray versus Adnan Rashid. I would pay for that, being a referee. Where are your roots, Sarah? In the west coast of Africa. Hey, sorry, you need to talk to Douglas. Yeah, I'm going to try, actually. I'm going to try and talk to Douglas Murray. Try and get him on the show. Can you get Bob Lazar on the show? No, I don't know who Bob Lazar is, mate. Who's Bob Lazar? Who's that? Who's that when he's at home? I'll email my CV to you. And Cornell West. I could speak to Cornell West. Mine are in South Africa. At least for 200 years. Okay. Cool. When you say that, Enoch, are you talking about a European South African? Is that what you're talking about? I prefer to be consistent. Hard to trust a person who switches ideology like his shirt. Yeah, but the thing about that, right, is that the human being is a learning, it's like a computer, isn't it? Like, it's updating itself all the time. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you update yourself, you might change. Like, I don't begrudge people changing their mind. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not like Islam. I'm not going to kill you if you change your mind and say you don't want this religion. You know, I allow people to change their mind. Like, how you thought 15 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago may not be how you think now. And that's actually okay. I will judge you on the person that you are today. I will try my best to judge on the person that you are today. Would you do another video with Tom Robertson? Probably. If the opportunity presented itself. Depends what it's about, though. Best not to post any clips that Ali D and Hijab. You can claim copyright or whatever. They would flag. No, it's got me in it too. So it's my content. It's got me in it. You're in Israel now. Okay, cool. Miss the Sarah, Big Bro, and Gary Google days. So everyone tells me urban analysis. I'm telling you, Speaker's Corner's gone down the shitter. That's why. Yeah. And I saw it. So I was like, I can't do this. I mean, I like a debate, but I'm not here to get friggin' challenged to MMA matches and have everyone bleeding in their fucking knickers every weekend. Oh, but you said this, and you should apologise for that. And shut up, like, shut the fuck up, man up. Grow some balls, man. Gosh, I was just like, you know what, I can't do this, guys. Like, I can't. It's bullshit now. I think I really do think that I came there and said what I needed to say, done what I needed to do, and then left. You know, you go speakers corners now and it's full of fucking man bitches. You know, grown men like crying over shit. Where's the fucking manhood gone? Like, what the fuck you crying about? Yeah, you guys say that about my God. It's like, oh my God, when did how much estrogen runs through your fucking body? Like, chill the fuck out, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, chill the fuck out. All these so-called men have got highly sensitive feelings, you know? Very high sensitive feelings. And I'm just like, I'm not nobody's shrink, you know? I'm nobody's shrink and I'm nobody's psychiatrist. So you pouring off all these feelings onto me, I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. You know, I'm not your shrink. So it's like, I'm not here to cater to your feelings. So I'm still going to say my shit, you know? But yeah, we all know how everyone there is just fucking snowflakeology. The study of the snowflake. Somebody should study the soy boy snowflake generation, you know, and like write a book on that bitch made motherfucker. Yeah. Because, these guys nowadays, yeah, these guys nowadays are not frigging guys. They're not men. They're really not. And I had the audacity to call me gay. I'm like, bro, can you see how much you're bleeding in your fucking knickers right now? And I'm the gay one. Okay, cool. If that what makes sense to you, then fine, go ahead. But you're the over emotional one right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking shit. You said you'd never come back to Speaker's Corner. You were there a few weeks ago. I know, the itch took me. Plus, I was in Oxford Circus. I was doing some shopping and I thought, should I? I know it's a Sunday. I'm in the area. Should I? Let me go down there and see what happens. And I went. You know, I'm a human being, you know. Just wanted to try and see. I wanted to see if I still got it. You know when you've been out of the ring for so long? Like, you know when those boxers go away and like, I'm done with boxing. And then they get that itch like, but have I still got it? Have I still got it? I got that itch when I was there. I was like, have you still got it, Sarah? Have you still got it? I started questioning myself. Have you still got it though? You know, have you still got it? And I was like, fuck it, let me go and see. So, yeah, I found myself down there, man. I've been called gay. Effing for fuck's sake. You guys are good people. Yeah, rewatch the old stuff, man. See, those are classics now, you see. You're going to be like the old guys that, they don't make music like this anymore. You're going to be one of those guys. You're going to be like, they don't do debates at Speaker's Corner like this anymore. I'm telling you, because they don't. I'm telling you, I'm yet to see it. And that's not just me blowing my own trumpet. That's literally me looking at, you know, the whole thing and be like, nah, they don't do it like me. They just don't, you know. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed. Okay, I was an undisputed champion of Speaker's Corner. I'm allowed to be arrogant with that shit, okay? Did the Dawa mercenaries approach you when you visited Speaker's Corner recently? No, they never. They stayed away from me, is what happened. They actually stayed away from me. So it's like that whole thing of like, fuck, Floyd Mayweather's out of retirement. Shit, like, I'm not going into the ring. No, you go into the ring. No, you go. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna go. So it was kind of like that. I think they're a little bit scared. I remember in my time you used to go to Speaker's Corner and men had knives for you. Knives. I'm telling you. I know. That is how emotional these men are. It's crazy. That is how emotional these men are. So I don't get emotional like that. The one time I did was when I went down there for that, what's his name, Muhammad Tawhid, when he was, I'm telling you that you guys don't know the build up to that shit, yeah? Like, I was like, I've had enough of this cunt. I've had enough of it. I'm going for him. And so, yeah, I went down there on on a one. Yeah, but there was no ting, guys, okay? There was no ting. And I didn't even say that shit. That's what's so funny. People are like, oh, sorry, you got the ting. I'm like, I didn't say it. If you listen to the actual video, it was said off camera. I never said, I have something that I'm going to use on somebody. I ain't got shit. I had my 2 fists. But hey, propaganda is easier to spread than the facts, you know, guys, if you realise. Love a chat, bro. I was just a black van man. Okay. How you doing, black van man? People keep talking about you, man. Black van man. So are you a black man in a van? Is that what that is? I think I'm going to have to check out your channel now, innit? People keep saying, check out black van man. Danny Tomo met a few of those knife carriers a couple of days back in the pub. Oh, really? Oh, you have a van. That's black. Okay, fair enough. Your van's black. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you're a black van man. But you're black, all right? I'm guessing. Is it true you're 6'4", or is that Callum irrelevant? But I'm curious. I'm 6'2". I'm not 6'4". Sarah is on fire. You are a warrior with your argument style, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, I know the Speaker's Corner stuff is amazing, guys. You know what I mean? I told you I'm going to post more stuff. Sarah, what's your views on the Dharmic faith, Sikh, Hindus, and Buddhists? Let me tell you this, Mad Dog TV. I've never had a problem with those religions, and those religions have never had a problem with me. So I ain't got a problem with you. As a matter of fact, a lot of the stuff that Hindus and Sikhs and those other religions say, I can relate to because a lot of it is pantheist. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of the same philosophies are within pantheism. So I ain't got no problem with them. I probably got more in common with them than I do their religions, if I'm totally honest. Does colour matter? Unfortunately, in this world, yeah. I watched a lot of your stuff and would like to get together, says Black Van Man. Okay, we'll have to see about that, Black Van Man. You know what I mean? I got to know what you're about, mate. I got to know what you're about, governor. I announced after Black Panther movie, religious people stop questioning your ancestors. There you go around the world. Yeah, you see, they saw Black Panther and they were like, oh, this is the ancestor stuff that Sarah Garvey was talking about. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, now you see, okay? But, you know, it's fine. Sometimes people are slow to the uptake, do you know what I'm saying? When you're going to sit down and talk to Big Bro again. Like I said, Big Bro's out of the country at the moment, so it's really hard to get Big Bro at the moment. Last video, how close did you make philosophy to Mandism? So the thing is, this is the thing about propaganda. Like, I don't just adhere to Kemetic philosophy. There's a few philosophies that I adhere to. I take the parts from philosophies and make it and try and implement it in my life. So it's not just Kemetic philosophy. There are other African philosophies that I take from also. So yeah, this whole Kemetic thing got brought up and everyone just got lumped in. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's just because of the whole propaganda that happened down at Speaker's Corner. So yeah. Sarah, what are your thoughts on all the ancient bones ever found depicted a black man when reconstructed? Ever found depicted a... Come on, told you, I'm the daddy. Did you not listen? Told you I'm the daddy. It's genetics. Black men and black women are the mothers and fathers of humanity. It's like, it's not even a question anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like, it is what it is. The genetics have been done, you know? Genetic coding has been done. They've traced human beings back to Africa. So if people don't want to accept that, that's cool. That's on you, but that's what the science says. So I'd like to see your reply to the science, really. That's all. And the thing is, it's interesting to me when people try to... like, what am I trying to say? when people try to find a way around that, it says, for me, it says more about the person. Because if the science said Chinese people were the origin of civilization, I'd be like, all right, cool. What would you argue with the science? Do you know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do? Argue with chromosomes and DNA? Like, what the fuck? Like, if it is what it is, it is what it is. But when people try to argue against it, I'm sitting there thinking, why? Why are you arguing against it? What is it within you that doesn't like the fact that black people were the first human beings? Like, what is it within you? Do you know what I mean? If you said white people were the first to do X, Y, and Z, and it was factual, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to be like, all right, cool. Yeah. Why do I refer to white people as that is the ice people? So, okay, fantastic. We go in, right? How Europeans evolved, because this is when we start getting into, how the different races came to be. So where Europeans evolved, they evolved in Northern Europe, right? In the Ice Age called the Worm Ice Age. It was called the Worm, WURM. Like, check it out. WURM. I believe there were 3 Worm Ice Ages, but Europeans evolved in the northern parts of Europe, the Caucasus Mountains, Russia, etc., etc., during the Worm Ice Age. So they evolved in the ice, which is why I refer to them as the ice people. And then the other peoples evolved in the sun. So in South America, in Africa, in other parts, they evolved in the sun. So my whole theory was, right, or my whole theory is, cultures differ based on what they find valuable, right? This is when we're going into what's called axiology. It's the study of value. You can look it up. You can say I'm talking shit, but you can look it up. So the study of value, and this is how we come to our systems of what we find more valuable than others, right? And everyone's value system was based off of the very biological, primitive thing of food. So depending on how much food is in your environment, it will determine your value system. For instance, everyone in the UK right now would call themselves quote unquote civilized, right? And we're all cool. We're all right. But if we all began to starve, what we find valuable and our value systems would change due to how we're evolving right now. Okay? Because if we're all hungry and we're all starving, a value system of every man for himself may develop, right? Whereas before we might have been a whole unit and everything's kumbaya and everything's nice and we love one another, right? Everyone loves one another until everyone's starving, you see. So when everyone's starving, is it, oh, kumbaya, everyone loves one another, or is it every man for himself now? So you have to look at the different ways in which the psychology and the environment change the value systems of people, because capitalism is the every man for itself value system that has morphed from the ideology of every man for himself due to the environment in which you were grown in. So if we go back to Africa or South America, what you will find is a lot of the tribal peoples, right, are very welcoming. They're very, very welcoming people. And the reason why they're very welcome is because they don't necessarily want for anything. There's nothing in their environment that they're wanting for. They can literally climb up a tree, get everything. They can go to the sea, fish. They can, they're not starving. They've got food in abundance, which gives them time to work on what they call a member-to-member axiology, which is the highest value now lies within the relationship between members of. So those other quote-unquote primitive peoples, what people call them primitive, I think they're quite advanced. But those peoples who they called primitive, right, are evolved in a different environment. So their culture and their axiology and their value system is different. So they don't value things necessarily, okay? They value people more so than they value things, okay? So this environment, capitalism values things. House, cars, trinkets, gold, diamonds, oil, name it, they value, this is the system we live in, they value things. Those people they don't value objects and things generally. They They value life. They value each other. They have a totally different axiology. They have a totally different way of looking at the world, which is, and then we have to move into the way the human body is viewed. Okay, so these people in the primitive quote unquote cultures never viewed the female form as anything to be ashamed of, which is why you will see their females walking around bare-breasted. No one's being raped. No one's being molested. No one's going crazy like, oh my God, the tits are out. Wow, I want to touch them. No, okay? Now juxtapose that to European thought. Oh no, we've got to cover up. You know, why do you have to cover up? It's different, you see, because you're in the cold. Ice people. So you're in a different environment. You have to cover up. You're in the cold. They're there and they don't need to cover up. It's cool. They're in their natural state a lot of the time. So you have to kind of understand how different people were evolved. So, I mean, look at the Arab culture now. Now, Arabs totally cover their women from head to toe, and the women still get raped. So we understand that. Ask yourself, what kind of savage, right, sees or has such a warped view of the female form that they need to go and take them? Do you get what I'm saying? Not when you go to these other cultures, they don't have those kind of problems. And the women are literally walking around with their breasts swinging. Do you know what I mean? No one's getting raped. So what is it differently in the psychology or in the axiology that is different within these people? Those are the questions that I ask. And those are the things that make me start thinking. Because I'm like, as I said before in the conversation, everyone is a human being. And we know that. Everyone's a human being, but cultures differ based on value, based on what they find valuable. We can see that the female form or the female within the Arab culture isn't valued that much. We can see that, right? We can also see that in Western culture though. But it's different. It's a different type. That's why women had to fight for women's rights and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like generally they weren't seen as the same. You know, you go to certain African and South American cultures, and these people have female. The tribal kingship is dealt through the female line. They have like a matrilineal system. They have just totally different culture. They have totally different ways of viewing the world. Do you know what I mean? And it's cool. It's cool. I ain't still sure about Islam was right about women. Okay. You have a big nose. I bet you can sniff a lot of cocaine. Also, my theory differs on depending how big your biological nose is. Okay, is that a troll? Women are God. Tell me I'm wrong. Well, I understand the philosophy behind that. I totally understand the philosophy behind that. You see, because the first person you called out to as a child when you were born was the mummy. And your mummy suckled you from her breast. So essentially that is your God. That is who you are. Do you know what I mean? Like that is your quote unquote creator. That is the one that gave you life. That is the one that's constantly looking after you. That is the one that is constantly like, so I understand the philosophy behind that. I'm not going to say that I don't understand the philosophy behind that, because I do. Do you know what I mean? Like I actually do understand the philosophical ways and the metaphorical ways of seeing it like that. Women also choose whose genes are passed on. Very true. The best way in which to trace your genetic line is through the matrilineal, is through mitochondrial DNA, which is passed from the female to child. I mean, you got to think about it. You spend like 9 months inside your mother. Okay. Most of what you're getting is from her. Okay. So you spend 9 months incubated inside your mother. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. It's a philosophy and it's a metaphorical type speech. And I understand where people are coming from when they say that. I don't think people are saying the woman is literally the creator of the universe. No, I don't think that's what people are saying, but I understand the philosophy. Christ is king. Okay, if you say so. Women are not my God, says Black Van Man. That's fine. That's cool. You're entitled to that. Jupiter says big up. So how you doing, Jupiter? I'm not forcing anything on you. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to believe that women are your God. Someone else said it. It wasn't me. I never said it. Someone else said it. Who is it? Bakeroo Truth said it. So, do you think women are too emotional? They should not vote. No. No. Oh gosh. Heaven is between a woman's legs. That's what Dr. Ben said. He said, this is how you know. Funny. Heaven is between a woman's legs. Why? Because it's where man came from and it's where he's trying to get back to. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Well, heterosexual men, I guess. Heterosexual men. The ones that identify as cisgender males. All that bullshit. Do you know what I mean? All that bullshit. All that, oh, I'm a cisgender this and I'm a whatever gender that. And that's another whole thing we got to bloody think about in this day and age. Like, I grew up in the sandpit, right? With boys and girls, mate. Your children are growing up in the sandpit with cisgender this, binary that, fucking trans this. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is asexual this? I'm like, what is going on? Seriously, like, what is going on? It's crazy right now. I identify you as a fucking nut job. That's what I do. I identify you as nuts. Is that all right? Is that okay? If I can identify you as nuts? Crazy? Yes, I'm going to be a white 20-year-old woman next week. I'm going to identify as a 28-year-old white lady. Let's see if everyone's going to take me seriously. Seriously. Let's see if everyone's going to take Sarah Garvey seriously as a 28-year-old white female. Don't be transphobic, okay? And, you know, racial phobic, please. Don't be, what is it? Transracial phobic, please. Okay? Don't do that. Please respect my pronoun. Please. Could you respect my pronoun? Thanks. Spent more time inside your mother than your wife, girlfriend. There you go. White Chicks, great film. Sarah Garvey. Hi, Sarah. How great to be a red right now. Oh, Anfield Road. I was going to say, well, red. I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Of course. The title is Asked to Lose. The title is Asked to Lose. So, you know, let's do this, Liverpool. Would you marry your sister if she would be white? Says Elias Garb. Hey, where's the admin in there? Just get this Elias Garb out of here. He's fucking Garb. His name is Garb. He's garbage. That's what he is. Who's get that guy out of there. What's this now? Don't be a speciesist. I don't know. I'm an 18-year-old Asian female then. Listen, in this day and age, you can be what the fuck you like. Apparently, you can be what the fuck you like if you feel that way, you know? Only if you feel that way. I feel like this. Respect my feelings.